Hey everybody, welcome to TechMark Gaming. In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you how to set up the ASUS AI Mesh Wi-Fi 6 range extender for the PlayStation Portal and your PlayStation 5 so you can get the best connection between both devices at home. This is going to be great for gamers out there that have their PlayStation 5 not hardwired to their router, but they still want to experience a good remote play session no matter if they're at home far away from the router or if they're playing on the go. Now before I get into the video, be sure to smash that like button and comment below and tell me what games you're playing on the PS5 or your remote play devices, and subscribe to TechMark Gaming if you haven't already so I can be recommended to more gamers like yourself. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get into it. If you want to know what's inside the box, then I got you. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the plastic. As you guys can see, this is a really easy process. All I have to do is rip that off, and at the bottom of this box, you should be able to pull up a latch, which is gonna open the box. So the first thing that we're greeted with is a VIP warranty notice, which is gonna give you access to more technical support if you register your product with ASUS and you're having troubles down the line. You also do have an additional card with their information. If you have some issues, you can give them a call or email them. ASUS also gives us two quick start guides, one in English and one in Espanol, but this doesn't matter because I'm gonna show you exactly how I use it in this video, so hopefully you don't need these in the future. And the last thing inside the box is the ASUS AI Mesh Wi-Fi 6 range extender. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that outside the plastic, and for my first impressions, this is a really solid and well-built device. The plastic doesn't feel cheap, and it has a really nice texture. Not like you're gonna be holding it all the time, but this is a really nice design that's gonna be sitting inside of your wall outlet. We also have a lot of vents for airflow just to keep the device cool when we're broadcasting our network through this device. As you can see, we have a reset button on the side and we have a WPS button. So if you don't have an ASUS branded router, you can still use this range extender as well. On the other side, you have your serial numbers and all that other good stuff. Moving along, we're gonna go through the setup process. So as you guys can see, I'm gonna walk outside of my game room and I'm gonna walk into my laundry room. That's where my ASUS Wi-Fi 6 gaming router is set up. In order to pair up both of these devices, you need to have the extender plugged in right next to it so we can have the best connection possible. Before I set this up, I'm gonna go ahead and restart my router. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the kill switch, and then I'm gonna turn it back on and wait for all of the lights to boot back up. Moving along, I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the Wi-Fi range extender, and all you have to do is wait for about 10 to 20 seconds for the device to go into pairing mode. And once it's ready, you should see a solid blue light. Next, if you don't have the ASUS router app already installed, then I highly recommend that you do, because if you have a ASUS system, you can easily pair up both devices through this app so you don't have to download any other additional applications. It's just going to be an easy and simple walkthrough. Proceeding to the next step, inside of that application, you're going to see a home screen. So you're going to hit the plus button and it's going to say set up a Ali mesh node. You're going to click into that sub menu and you should now wait for your device to be discovered. And as you guys can see, we can see the RP-AX58. So we're going to click into that sub menu and it's going to say, hey, where is your device located? I'm going to click into that sub menu and I'm going to choose first floor. After we're done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and hit apply, and it's gonna go ahead and apply those settings. It might take about a few minutes to get this whole process set up, but all you have to do is just have some patience and you'll be fine. After it's complete, you can either hit done, or if you have some more devices that you wanna put around your house to extend your Wi-Fi connection, you can choose add another node. I'm gonna choose done since I only have this device, and we're gonna be taken back to the home screen. So the next thing that we need to do is click into the devices tab. Inside of that, you can see that we have our router and we have the mesh node. If you click into the RP-AX58, you'll see that we have a great connection that's connected to our router. So this is the best part about all of this, is that it's gonna automatically connect to the best network for us. So the next thing that we need to do is take it downstairs. The reason I chose downstairs is because this is where I have the most dead zones, especially when I'm playing on my remote play devices like the PlayStation Portal. This is going to come in handy for transmitting that 5 GHz network that my Portal and my PS5 is tied to. I'm gonna plug it into this wall outlet because it's next to my dining room table where I like to game, and it's next to the patio. So I'm gonna be gaming inside and outdoors for you guys, and I'm really excited to show you guys the results. After that, we're gonna go into my PlayStation Portal, go into the settings, then I'm gonna click into the network sub menu, and we're gonna choose set up new internet connection. And I just wanna make sure that my PlayStation Portal is tied up with the 5 GHz network, which is being broadcasted to the Wi-Fi extender. Now I'm going to do an indoor gameplay test. I'm going to be playing Grand Theft Auto 5, and the first thing that I notice is that the video quality is a lot more stable. It's kind of crazy because this is a dead zone in my house. Whenever I try to play the PlayStation Portal or any other remote play devices in this area, I start to get a lot of buffering and a lot of micro stuttering, but now I don't see that. With that being said, I'm going to let you guys see the gameplay for yourself. As you guys can see, I don't have a lot of micro stuttering or lags, especially when it comes down to, playing this graphic intensive game. You would expect the PlayStation 5 and the Wi-Fi just to, be working so hard, but it's really not. And honestly, this Wi-Fi extender really helps out. In addition to that, I have some really fast internet speeds. If you guys want to see exactly how I have my PlayStation 5 set up to the router without having it connected to an Ethernet cable, then I'll go ahead and leave a video in the top right corner of this video and a link in the description so you guys can check that out. Next, I'm going to do an outdoor gameplay test. I'm going to be on my patio, and as you guys can see, I have my Skull & Co carrying case alongside a Bose speaker and my AirFly Pro. The reason why I like this device is because it makes my PlayStation Portal Bluetooth compatible. So if I want to connect it up to my Bose speaker, I can easily press a button and I'll now be connected. To get started, I'm gonna go ahead and remove my PlayStation Portal from its Skull & Co carrying case, and during the booting up process, I'm gonna go ahead and get my AirFly Pro dongle, which can go into the headphone jack. And since I don't want it to be hanging off the PlayStation Portal freely, I have some Velcro which I can easily attach it to the PlayStation Portal. And as simple as that, I'm gonna turn on my Bose SoundLink Mini speaker and we're now connected via Bluetooth. Now before I get into the gameplay, I actually want to do a comparison. So I'm not gonna have the range extender set up, but I'm outside. So you guys are gonna see how bad of a dead zone this is. I'm gonna try to play Astro's Playroom so you guys can see how it performs. And after that, I'm gonna go ahead and plug in my Wi-Fi extender and you're gonna see the gameplay difference. With that being said, I'm gonna show you guys how it performs. As you guys can see, the streaming quality is unplayable. So now I'm gonna go ahead and plug in my Wi-Fi extender to show you guys how it performs. I gotta say, after adding the Wi-Fi extender, this made it a night and day difference. I didn't see any micro stuttering or any lag, and I didn't experience any crackling in the audio, which indicates that we have a strong connection. On top of that, I played a few other games like Call of Duty and Ghost of Tsushima. With that being said, I'm gonna show you guys how they perform.
Draining the opponent's life.
Next, I'm going to do a download test. I'm going to download Uno. If you own any remote play devices, then you may notice whenever you download something, the signal just start buffering and honestly, it just lose connection. So as you guys can see, I'm going to do a test, just seeing how this performs. I can still scroll through the home screen on a PlayStation Portal. In most cases, while this file is downloading, it would have been cut the stream. But honestly, to my surprise, I can still see it. But as time goes on, you can see that the PlayStation Portal starts to slow down and it feels a lot more sluggish as we expected. And ultimately, we're going to disconnect from the PlayStation 5 and we're going to be sent back to the reconnect screen. But I notice if we try to reconnect to the PS5 while the file is downloading, the Portal connects quicker. So I'm actually surprised by this because without that Wi-Fi extender, it would have took maybe about a minute or two. And the crazy part about all of this is that I can watch my file actually download on the PlayStation 5. So it's not going to boot me off anymore and I can easily click into Uno and get to gaming. So if you guys have been having some connection issues with your PS5 and PlayStation Portal or other remote play devices, then I highly recommend that you guys extend your network with the ASUS AI Mesh Wi-Fi 6 extender. If you found this video valuable, be sure to smash that like button and comment below and tell me what games you're playing on the PS5 or PlayStation Portal, and subscribe to Techmark Gaming so I can be recommended to more gamers like yourself if you haven't already. In the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Deuces.